Now then, another vlog style video. I'm asking for some help again, and once again I'm asking for help from a web developer. If you're a subscriber to the channel, or if you've seen any of my videos before, then it may have been this one that you saw. I'm basically reaching out to my network to find someone who can make a website for me. Anyway, it's been about 9 months since I made that video, and in that last 9 months, I've been overwhelmed with the response. I mean, I'm still getting emails today, and I think I've received about it's been over 300. I think maybe close to 350 emails from various web developers all over the world. In the end, I ended up going with a chap who really doesn't live far from me. So during the last 8 or 9 months or so, I've been working with this individual, and he's produced a WordPress type of website. When I first started the project, I was quite reluctant for the website to be developed on a platform like WordPress, like what I call a cookie cutter platform. It's just because my business is so niche, and my type of customer is so very quite unique, and the way my business operates is quite unique. I just had a really big suspicion that WordPress, or something like WordPress and all of its plugins, were just not going to be able to fulfill my needs. The needs I have are very quite specific and not at all generalized. So anyway, this chap convinced me that WordPress was fine, that it's actually quite a powerful development tool, and that it should be able to pull off what I need it to pull off. And I contracted up with him in the end, and the last 9 months have been pretty rough, I have to say. I'm at the point now where the relationship is just completely broken down. The website's unfinished. So I need a help from a web developer, somebody specifically who knows a way around WordPress. I'm going to take you through the website now and show you a few things that, a few areas of the website where I feel it falls short, a few areas where it needs to be fixed. I'm not going to go into too much detail. This is just basically a call to arms. If you feel like you can help me out in any sort of way after being shown what you've been shown, then get in touch. If you're not a web developer, then feel free to go and watch the latest cat video or something. I don't know. I'm going to show you now the website, which has been developed over the last several months. It's on the face of it, nothing that I could particularly get excited about. I mean, I know I was expecting. I knew I was expecting a WordPress website, and a WordPress website is precisely what's been delivered. And I don't really need to get excited about the front end and how it looks. For example, green. This teal green color, for example, is a secondary corporate color, and it's been laid on pretty thickly, so almost like a primary color. But anyway, these little details aside, I can get over how it looks. I'm not really bothered. I'm more bothered about how it functions, particularly in the back end, particularly like in the client area. So I'm going to take you through, first of all, the process that's used for a client to log in with. One of the biggest issues with regards to converting leads that I've got at the moment is that this create account button just takes you back to the top of the page. It's day one stuff. Anyway, let's just choose. I mean, the way you create an account is by choosing one of the payment plans, and so we're just going to go with a free one for the time being. Anyway, we've taken through this screen, which looks fine. I'm actually really quite happy with the way this looks. In terms of setting up an online account, these are the fields that I require. So I'm just going to take you through the process now and show you what's involved in creating accounts, because later on there's going to be some pretty messy stuff which I'd quite like to get rid of. It's the first thing that needs to be fixed, really. So username, we're just going to go test user. Email address, we'll just go test user at test.com. Company name is test.corp. Address, Testville, 0800, test, password, test. Okay, what's going to happen now is through the back end, that customer, or that new customer, is going to receive an email to their inbox. And again, here, there's this green's laid on really thick. I'd quite like this to be changed. So once again, we're confronted with the ability to choose a payment scheme. So these are my three what you could call membership packages. But we're just going to sign up for a free account at the moment, just so it doesn't cost us anything. That's when, at this point here, is usually when you would set up your payment details if it was a paid for account, but it's not, so it lets you go straight through. This is one of the parts of the website that I've got the most problems with. I'm going to show you this email, kids. This basically is an email I receive when a customer signs up for an account. And it's basically a carbon copy of what the customer receives. And this purple background, it's not good. Purple doesn't appear anywhere in my brand. I like my brand to be black and white, basically, with the odd little splash of teal and dark blue. Odd little splash. Like, for example, hyperlinks like that. Anyway, back to this. This is possibly the biggest problem I've got with a website right now. It says right there, store setup. And my customers definitely are not signing up to be a store vendor. Again, store setup. They're not setting up a store. It's very what I've been referring to as shoppy. Basically, I want the client area of the website to be referred to as an inventory. That's essentially what it is. My customers send products to my warehouse for which they later will sell online through the Amazon platform. They're not vendors. They're not selling their items through my website or even through their own website. They're selling their items on Amazon. They just simply go through my warehouse to get prepped. It may be that my customers are consolidating several different shipments and they want to consolidate them all into one shipment, so that Amazon are only receiving one shipment. So selling things on this website or even on their own website is just certainly something that's not done. And I fear that if a potential customer of mine goes through this setup process, that they're going to be thinking, maybe I'm in on the wrong website here. Maybe I'm signing up to the wrong type of service because it looks like I'm setting up a shop. I'm being asked for the shop logo. I'm being asked for a banner. I'm being asked for a shop name, a store email address, store phone number. I'm being asked for a store location. It's just not. I don't understand why this was added to the website, quite frankly. I don't understand why this is part of the sign-up process. Getting a means of payment set up on the website so that they can pay for their services that I provide would be pretty good, but I don't think this is what it's trying to do here. I think it's because it's going through the process of setting up a store. I think by preferred payment method, it means that this is the payment method you prefer your customers to use in order to buy the items that they purchase from you. But this is just not the service I'm providing. This is just not what I'm in the business of doing. I'm not in the business of providing a storefront for my customers. It's just not. Anyway, policy setup. I think you're getting to see the trend with this. This is just not relative to the business I'm providing. I don't understand why any of this was added to my website. Maybe my web developer had a really, really loose understanding of exactly what type of service I'm providing. See, SEO, Facebook setup, Twitter. I just don't get it. I don't get why this stuff was added here. It needs removing, that's all. Again, linking social media accounts to the store. It's just completely irrelevant. It's something I just don't want them to see. Okay, we've got this weird band of green across here. There's too much colour, quite frankly. My brand guidelines, which I can provide you with. Every brand should have a set of brand standards or brand guidelines, and it's basically a document that gives your brand a template. This is something that is definitely needed for web development. It's a template. It's a cookie cutter to use when applying a brand to anything. This is the most important page at the moment. In terms of corporate colours, these are the two. The white and black are the two primary colours. This teal colour and this dark blue colour are more secondary colours. That's the brand standard anyway. And so in the case of this website being developed, I feel like it's just too colourful. A lot of this colour needs to be removed. In fact, there's a lot of things that need to be removed. There's a fair bit of clutter that I'm about to show you, and I'll show you my photography blog. It's in the making, but it's a good example. I like to point people towards this website to show them you know, how my brand template or my brand guidelines should be applied to something like a website. I just like to point people towards this website to give them an idea of what I want one of my websites to look like. And you know, it follows the brand guidelines. It's mostly black and white. It's nice and neat. There's little hints of color here and there. This website, I don't feel like it. I don't feel like it's obviously part of the Apex brand or group of companies. It just doesn't look like any of the other websites that belong to any of the other Apex brands. So anyway, yeah, it just needs fixing in that respect. It just needs tidying up. Like this band of green here. Don't even know why that was put there. I'm going to log out of this account. I'm going to log into an account which I created, you know, like as if I was a customer. There's no settings. Like if a customer wanted to change the password, there's no way for them to do that. If the customer clicks on products there, they're taken through to a page with their inventory list. Okay, this is great. I mean, okay, fine. The pictures are a bit big. They don't need to be quite so big. Thumbnails would do, just so we can get more items on one page. There seems to be an awful lot of scrolling down here just to see 6 or 7 items. One page with the ability to see all products that are currently in stock at my warehouse. Okay, so I talked about a customer, the type of customer who may want to source products from various different suppliers in dribs and drabs, and they may want to just wait until everything's been received. And my promise to them was the ability to log into their account to see what's in stock, so that, you know, they know what's in, what they're still waiting for. And once everything has arrived, once everything's in the warehouse that they're expecting to be there, my promise to them was the ability to just go, right, these products, bam, bam, tick that off, tick, check that one. Oh, I want to leave that one. I'm still waiting for more of them. But that one, and I'm still waiting for more of them headsets. So I wanted to give them a button somewhere around here that says ship or send to Amazon or something like that. It's just not what I've been given. The process that I've been provided with to allow my customers to create this type of prep order is quite fiddly and long-winded. Basically, it involves going to the orders tab here. Okay, so a matter of adding new order, and this is the biggest problem. Asking my customers to go through the process that I'm about to show you right now is, I feel like I'm asking too much of them. It is far too fiddly and far too time consuming. Quite frankly, I haven't been able to find a way to create an order without using dual monitors, without having 2 pages of the website visible at the same time, and then copy text from one page and put it into another. It's mind-blowing, and I'm sure anybody, especially a web developer, can agree with me that if you have to have 2 pages of a website open at the same time so that you can copy information from one to the other, something's broke down there somewhere. There's a major design fault there somewhere. Anyway, like I said, I usually have 2 monitors open, so I'll split these windows off. So just imagine I'm on a split screen here. Okay, I want to add this product here I want to add that to a prep order instead of just clicking the products like I showed you before and going right, add to order. It's a matter of, I mean, I can't even take the SKU and basically add it to there. It's searching. It's no matches found. This was a pretty fundamental request to my original web developer, is that items are searchable using either the ASIN, which is what that is. The Amazon ASIN number has been used as the SKU here. So my customers need to be able to search for their items using either an EAN number, which is like a European barcode number, or the Amazon ASIN number, which is what that is. So when I'm adding an item, or when I'm searching for an item to add to an order, instead I have to copy, and I have a suspicion that it's not going to actually find it. It has. It's found the item. So I go there, item, right, so item found, add it to the order, and I'm going to have to expand the page because it's not going to give me a horizontal scroll bar for some reason. It's asking for quantity, and there I see I've got 36 in stock. So I'll have to I want to add 36 to the quantity. and then press that button to add another item. The biggest problem I've got here is that what happens if I enter 37 or 137? It's not stopping me. It's not saying to me, hold on a minute, there's only 36 in stock. I'm not going to allow you to add any more than 36. Next item, the product name. Copy that. Let's say I wanna send 5. Okay, just lucky enough, I've only got 5 in stock. It would let me add 6 to the order if I wanted it to. It would let me add 500 to the order if I wanted it, if it was entered in. And you can see that this is getting this is getting quite tedious now. Next product is this one here. You get the idea. And this is fine. Maybe if there's 4 or 5 items that the customer has that would like to ship off. 10, it gets to a point where I don't know. This is just taking too long. This is too tedious. I'd like to be able to just hit the tick boxes and select off the list what I want to send, and then hit a button that says add to order or ship or create order. And then maybe in my mind's eye, I saw that maybe taking the user through to another screen where it would list out the products that have been selected, and then next to each product, like a text entry field, asking you for the quantity that you'd like to add to the shipment, and in that text entry field would be pre-entered, the quantity that's already in stock. So if it was this item here, for example, we'll have the text entry field next to it, with 36 already added into it, and it wouldn't allow you to increase it. If you backspaced it and typed in, say, 136, it would just automatically enter 36 back in. So this process of creating an order is very tedious. Anyway, so this is the biggest thing I've got at the moment. This is basically fundamentally the part of the website that was meant to function and give my customers a smooth and simple experience, and instead it's just very fiddly and time consuming. I think what this part of the website here is assuming, because we've got this line here, customer, guest, there's no customer involved. The people, the sellers are my customers. There is nobody coming to the website to buy things. There are no customers. This order is not being created to supply a customer with things they have purchased through the website. And I think this is what's going on here. I think it's a WooCommerce shop that has been frigged to loosely suit my needs, and it's just not doing it at all well. If at all, it's just, yes, okay, it's a means of my customers to create an order, which if I submit it right here, that's the order created. And what I can do now is, there it shows an order, 136 of those, which there aren't that many in stock. 5 of those, and it's adding something up here. It comes to 0. But anyway, if I log out of this client's portal, this client's area, and I log into the admin area. Sorry, I appreciate this video's already been pretty long, but like I say, if you're not a web developer, there's no reason for you to watch it. If you are a web developer, then this is all stuff we're going to have a conversation about anyway. Logging in as like the super admin, and here I see the order that's just been created by that customer. I don't know what to do with it. Once this order's been created on this website, I honestly don't see what to do with it. I need to add things to this order, things like barcode labels, polybags, bubble wrap. So ESD bags at 15 pence each will need to be added alongside that item. So really that item needs to go into a big poly bag, and so 5 poly bags need to be added to this order. Even if I edit order here, I can adjust quantities, but there's no way for me to add extra products onto the order. I'm told that I do it by going through the back end. This is a very fiddly way of doing it. I didn't expect to have a website where I have to sort of log in to the back end of the back end like this. and chew on with. I'm not a WordPress user, you see, so I'm aware that this is ultimately a way to add products, extra products onto an order. But I've had a good play around with it, and I don't see an efficient way to do it. It's all very time consuming. I absolutely need to prevent my customers from being able to add their own products, and I've got various reasons for that. But definitely, those buttons there definitely need removing. Like I said, I've got my reasons for it, but I cannot allow my customers to add products. We've got another button here for add new product. I'm staggered. You're still watching. This will possibly prevent me from having to have the same conversation with several people over and over again. I expect to get a lot of replies to this video. If you want to send me an email or a message on Facebook Messenger or anything like that, can you please start it with the word race car? That way I know you've watched the full video, you know exactly what I'm expecting. I don't really, like I say, have any budget for this. I'm willing to have a chat with you. I'm willing to consider quotes. For the priorities are basically getting the sign up process smoothed out and getting rid of all that clutter that you just end up skipping every step on. Getting rid of the shoppy looking things. It screams. Yeah, so I'm going to drop my contact details in the video description. So you know it's easy to contact me. I'll try my best to reply to everybody. I have a suspicion that this is going to open the doors to hundreds of emails once again. Yeah, I'll look forward to meeting every single one of you, and I'm going to look forward to getting this website looking like how I want it to look like, and hopefully even behaving and performing in the way that I've always hoped it would. Thanks again now. Bye.